And 5 minutes to the hour, just a few minutes until we get started with the 12 Points live stream. We're about to go live, brought to you by the Northeast Georgia Council. And on today's show, of course, it's the gift of the holiday season. We're glad you're joining us. If you're joining us here on Facebook or on YouTube, be sure to drop a comment down in the description below. We've still got some setup and behind the scenes here for the moment. So it's just yours truly here, Daniel, on the pre-show banter, but we're getting set and we're getting ready to go with the 12 Points live stream show coming up right now at the top of the hour, right here, straight up and down, 6 o'clock.
Goes in the crate in the back of the car.
And stay with us as we are about to begin
the show. Here.
All right. And I see Alex coming into the shop there. Everybody ready for the show yet or what? Just a couple minutes out, and thanks for joining us. If you're just now joining us, drop a comment down, drop a shout out down in the comments below, and let us know you're here. Tell us what pack you're from, or what troop you're from, or what district you're representing today. Or what part of the country you're watching our live stream from today on the 12 Points program. It's the 12 great holiday gift ideas coming up here right at the top of the hour, straight up 6 o'clock is the start of our show, and we're about to begin. So stay tuned and stay with us. Doug Jones, first one on the board. Welcome to the show again, Doug. We're going to win some prizes tonight. We've got a big gift giveaway, so stay tuned for that. I think you know how all that works. And we're just waiting on folks to load into the program here, waiting on our other hosts to sit down. Big Red Bus joining us. Evening all, coming from Peter. Thanks for being on the show tonight with us. So we've got Sweetwater on deck and in force tonight here as we deck the halls for a live stream show. It's going to be a good show tonight. Stay tuned. Stay with us. We're going to get started right at the 6 o'clock hour. All right. Alex, can you hear me okay? Coming up next on 12 Points, we're about to go live. It is kind of a new look for us today. And I've got what I hope is some special guests. We're kind of fluid on the guest situation tonight, but welcome everybody to the show. If you haven't had a chance, drop those shout outs down in the comments below, and we'll get them up on the board for the 12 Points live stream show coming up right now. All right, and we are about to go live here in just about a minute. Thank you for joining us on today's show. This is the 12 Points live stream brought to you by the Northeast Georgia Council, and we've got special guests on the show today. 12 Points is a live stream broadcast of the Northeast Georgia Council, Boy Scouts of America, and we are about to start the show. So, Alex, how's it going?
There we go. How you doing?
All right.
There we go.
Coming in loud and clear. It's just Alex and I today on the show. Phil is traveling, and we had lined up a special guest. I guess I could tell y'all it was supposed to be our camp director, Brandon Parham, has come down with a stomach bug today. So we're sending you out good vibes, prayers, and get well soon, Brandon. And we'll get you on the show for next time. For right now, It's your buddies Daniel and Alex on the 12 Points live stream show, brought to you by Trails and Popcorn. Plan your ideal year of scouting. A lot of you already did this, by the way, and you have made your scouting year popcorn possible. Congratulations to our popcorn sellers. Alex?
Oh, that's a huge year this year with popcorn too. I feel a lot of units are going to have a lot of fun this year. I know there's at least 2 packs that are going to be going out to Patriots Point to go sleep on an aircraft carrier. And let me say, I am envious. That's an experience
Yeah, me too.
we want to do.
What a great treat for them. Drop your comments, questions, and shout outs down below in the comments, and we'll keep posting them up here as we go along. You saw that we have Doug on the show today. We have Big Red VW Buses on the show today. That's Peter, if y'all didn't know that, joining us on the program today. So get your shout outs in. This is a chance. We've got prizes, gift giveaway tonight. And it's our show. The 12 Points broadcast is about tips, tricks, and best practices to help you prepare for your next big adventure. And we hope that your gift-giving guide today helps you to put somebody on the path to a great big adventure in the new year. And so here is Crystal from Pack 511. That's an Appalachia pack. Way to go. Thank you for joining us, Crystal. And of course, our very special Miss Rose is on the show today. Welcome to the show, everybody.
I feel like Rose is one of our top watchers for sure.
Yes, she's on. She's been, I think, one of the only ones that's been on every single episode. So stay tuned for those tips, tricks, and best practices throughout the show. On today's show, it's the holiday gift guide. Brought to you by, I guess, not just Daniel and Alex, and it's gonna be a lot of commentary on our part today. A little bit of show and tell, maybe. We got some show and tell.
Definitely a lot of tell. I don't know so much about showing right now,
and that's okay. Yeah. But this show relies on your comments and interactions with us. So be sure as we prompt you with our 12. Our list of holiday gift ideas. I'm going to put that up on the screen on today's show. The top 12 holiday gift ideas in these categories. And take a look, screen cap that real quick so you can follow along in the show or fast forward as you like. If you're watching us on Facebook, be sure to hit that like button and share it to all of your friends so that they see that we're on. And if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you'll know when we come out with another live stream broadcast, as well as other additional media content that we'll be producing throughout. This lets us know the types of content that you like to see. And if we've added value to your day, especially if Alex and Daniel are entertaining enough for you, we hope you'll join us in the future as we'll continue to do these broadcasts probably once a month in the upcoming, helping to promote scouting and the big adventure and helping you to be prepared for your next big adventure. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the highly motivated, truly dedicated Rainy Mountain Camp staff, celebrating 70 years of scouting's most treasured adventure destination. Beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain is nestled in the mountains of Northeast Georgia. Surrounded on all sides by that sunny, misty green valley, Rainy Mountain is our home for some of scouting's most cherished memories. Troops travel from all over the Southeast and beyond to visit, not just for the 70-plus merit badge and advancement programs. Out of this world high adventure, our one-of-a-kind first-year camper program called the New Trail. Genuine wilderness experiences, no country club vibes here, no cell phone towers. You can connect to that part of scouting that truly matters the most. The history, the heritage, the wonder, the magic of Camp Rainy Mountain. And we are celebrating a big year at Camp Rainy Mountain. And that's why our special guest today was supposed to be Brandon Parham, our camp director. We're going to get him on another episode. He came down with an illness, but we're so glad that he's out there. And here's Phil joining us from the road here. It says you finally got rid of the dead weight on the show.
That's definitely not true.
Phil, you're like one of the most entertaining parts of the show. It's you're at least a third of the reason why anybody even watches. So let's get right to it, Alex. we'll go right into the 12 points, and I'm queued up by the slides today. It's the holiday gift giveaway. Oh, this reminds me, by the way, I wanted to start off right away with a special holiday gift giveaway. So if you will, let's see who can do this first. Drop it down in the comments. CRM70, that stands for in honor of Camp Rainy Mountain's 70th anniversary. And take a look at what you'll be getting in today's prize. Take a second, drop that comment down in the comments.
Ooh. So if anyone doesn't know what this is a
I don't think they can hear
edition.
you.
Oh, can they not hear me?
Yeah, they can't hear when the video's going. What were you about to say, Alex?
All right, I was going to say that is a limited edition Scout. What is it? Winter Village, brought to you by the National Scout Shop about 8 years ago.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. And they used to come out with one.
Man, it flew off the shelves quick.
That's right. Yeah, they would come out with a different one, I think, every year. I gotta hit the monitor volume. I'm sorry, I can't hear everything. But I wanted to share that little video. Some of you have seen that before. It's that's actually my Christmas village. It sits on a table right beside my dining room table. And but here is, I noticed this in the shop in Jefferson. And scooped it right up, and I knew that this is what I would use it for today. So a gift from yours truly is the tent. It's light up, and you saw that in the little video clip there of the village. So that's our giveaway, and let's see who dropped it down there first. The comment for the win today is CRM70 in honor of the 70th anniversary of beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain. Crystal, thanks for being on the show. You didn't win. Sorry. Doug, you were first on the show, but not first in the contest. Miss Rose, so close always. And I think I still owe you a prize from the last show. I forgot to give that to you at University of Scouting, but not the winner on the tents on the Christmas Village. And Peter, always a strong showing. Actually, timeout. Let's see. Are we going to count this? Actually, Doug did get in there first, but he
wrote corn.
He wrote, is that, I think that's pretty good. That's fast. Yeah. I'm going to give it to, we're going to give it to Doug. How about that? There's a lot more prizes on the show today, by the way, so stay tuned. But Doug, the Christmas Village is going to Doug writes spell check, LOL. All right, on the next one you got to get the spell check right.
Yeah, get it right.
Let's see. Hey, spelling count. Okay, on the next one we're the judges call on that one. Sorry, Peter, but Doug getting 2 comments in there pretty quick, and a loyal show watcher every month on the show. Doug, thanks for joining us and being with us. And this can be regifted or a gift to you to add to your Christmas Village. We got a lot more prizes on the show today, so stay tuned and stay with us. Doug, you can pick that up at the Lawrenceville Scout Store anytime this upcoming week. We'll be open. We're open all week, right, Alex?
We're open through till Wednesday for the program.
Okay, so you have till Wednesday. If I can't get if you can't get out there by Wednesday, give me a shout out. You know my email address, and we'll make sure that you get your Christmas Village piece. How about that? All right, congratulations to Doug. Let's go on. Number 1 in the holiday gift guide, and I tried to keep this in the categories of we can burn through some if we have ideas, if we don't, however. But Alex, I'll let you start. What's a good best budget camp gadget?
So I had the opportunity to have a little staff dinner for our SWAPA staff, and so they were giving me a lot of great ideas. And so the number 1 idea for the best budget camp gadget is actually a spork.
Okay, a spork.
Yeah, a spork. You get a metal spork, you're able to go use it as a fork and a spoon. It's that wonderful spork. And you can always keep it in your shirt pocket, so you're always ready for the next dessert.
The spork was from the SWAPA guys. I got to get my hat turned right. It's kind of goofy. The spork, I actually put Vital Kit on my list. If you don't know what that is, in the Scout store, you can find it. It's actually a snap together like I think it's like a butter knife, a fork, and a spoon, which is,
Okay.
most hikers don't want to carry that sort of thing. But first time campers, it's an
Well,
easy
absolutely. It's
utensil kit
easy.
that
It's an
snaps
easy kit.
together and you always keep it together. That was mine. But no joke, on my list, I'm gonna show you my list just so you don't think I'm kidding. But right here on my
Mhm.
list, it says spork.
Yep. Thank you, swap the staff.
Good, and we might steal some of each other's. I think that's okay too. So we're
Yeah,
gonna keep
I
it.
think so.
All right. How about you out there in the crowd? And if you see our subject, drop that down in the comments, and so we can share it as we go along in the show, for each category. So here we go. Number 2 is the best gift for the first time camper, and I would almost carry over the Viddle kit or the spork, but I did have some ideas, and trying to keep it affordable in all ranges. But Alex, I'm gonna give it to you
Yeah.
first before I read mine.
So, because again, with the swap of staff, the first thing that they said, and this is on the little pricier side, but
Oh,
if you
this.
get a nice one, it will stay there for a long time. It's a hiking day pack. You can get, multiple different kinds, able to use it for multiple years. It's a good gift for a first time camper because that way they're able to keep everything in one place. And let me tell you, as a parent, how hard is it to keep everything in one place? All
That
right, especially when you
yes.
send your
So
kid out to go camping that first time. So
I would say, really important to point out, this is a great gift idea because, if you didn't know, you really should have a separate, if you're able to, a separate hiking day pack from your school backpack, right?
yes,
I've just heard too many horror stories of people accidentally going to school with things they're not supposed to have from a
uh,
camp out. That's perfectly
yep,
okay to have, like a pocket knife or or a hatchet or whatever. You can't have that at school.
nope,
And the chance
they
that you
can.
forget that is pretty big. So I think that is a great idea. Best gift idea for first time campers. A day pack. I saw that you added to the list too a Nalgene or a hydro flask.
Yep,
Um, and I'll tell you, there's a Camp Rainy Mountain logoed Nalgene that you can get at our trading post. And it, so the next time that you're at Rainy Mountain will be after the holidays. But a Nalgene bottle is so ubiquitous in the camping and hiking world. It's something that you gotta have. And everybody's always encouraged to have their water with them at all times. It's good to have a nice bottle that you'll keep up with and keep track of. So great one. Lynn said bug spray.
well, that's a good one.
uh, by the way, that sort of akin to like underwear.
Yeah,
I mean, you need it. It's not the least expensive thing, but you need it, and you're gonna
and
have to get it at some point.
the nice thing for first timers, if you don't want to deal with the spray, they actually have the mosquito wipes as well, the bug wipes, and those
Ah,
work wonders as well. And now you're not having to deal with a spray bottle,
okay,
which
all right.
for your first time campers, it makes it a lot easier.
I think it's okay to point out where you find stuff like that too. If we mention like a store or a brand, we're not sponsored by anybody. We
Not
could
yet.
be, not a sponsor, but could be. For instance, Nalgene, not a sponsor, but
Nope.
could be.
No, they just make a really good bottle. That's also not an
And
endorsement.
but they are again very so ubiquitous in not only the scouting but camping and hiking worlds as
Mhm.
well. Rose says scouts really like the Nalgene holders. Oh, so if you already have, great idea, Rose. Thanks for adding to the show there.
Oh, here we
If you
go.
already have an Nalgene bottle,
My wonderful
maybe
assistant right
the
here.
Nalgene holder.
There you
There's
go.
yeah, put
There's
that,
a full kit right there.
and that is with the Camp Rainy Mountain the webbing on it.
Yes, it
So
is.
that's kind of a unique one there. And so great comment, Rose. Thanks for adding that
Thank
to
you.
the
Yeah.
program. Yeah.
Right in time for my prop to show up too.
You want to say any of these other ones, or did we get the best ones already?
It's really dependent on the age of your first time camper because I know you added to the list, Daniel, the sleeping bag.
Yeah, I
That one's
thought that was just
big.
like the most common.
Oh
That was
yeah.
kind of an idea starter, but yeah.
No, that's a great one. And then the other one, if you have someone who's a just joining Scouts BSA, they're looking to get a little more outdoorsy. And again, this isn't an endorsement, but REI does sell backpacks packing bundles where you have a tent, a sleeping bag, and a sleeping pad, and that
Ah,
is
now
huge.
keep the bundle in mind. That's a great idea too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And for those scouts that are just crossing over or they're about to cross over, that is a wonderful deal because it's not as expensive and REI's stuff lasts for a while. Again, not an endorsement, but
Absolutely. I'll
yeah,
tell
no,
you,
it
I
makes
put
it's
I
a
put
good deal.
sleeping bag on the list because if you just joined Scouts this year, and I know there are Scouts out there who just joined that may be watching the show, or pack leaders or Cub Scout leaders that have kids, that it's the first most essential thing when you go camping. I think of two things that have to happen. You got to sleep well. You got to
Mhm.
eat well. The
Yes.
patrol helps you take care of the first one. The sleep well part, I see struggle on the part of new scouts all the time. I think about that. You
Yeah,
can
either they have a
buy,
bad pad or they have a sleeping
yep.
bag that's too
Mhm.
cold for them. Yeah,
You can
absolutely.
buy an affordable, if you'll type these words in when you go on Amazon, affordable 3-season sleeping bag, it'll pull up some affordably priced within a range of about $39 and up is about where you want to stick. You're looking for fill. If you need advice on that, be sure to ask an experienced or seasoned scout about what kind of fill you want in a 3-season bag. The reason I mentioned Amazon too in this moment is we are supported by Amazon through Smile. If you don't know what that
Mhm.
is, go to smile.amazon.com. The next time you log in on your desktop, and I guess assign the Northeast Georgia Council Boy Scouts of America as your charity of choice when shopping on Amazon. And there's still time to purchase some gear online if you choose to shop that way on Amazon using Smile. So that's just a great way to. It doesn't cost you any more, but they just allocate a percentage, a small percentage, but it adds up, and
Yes, it
and we get
does.
that back in the way of a gift to scouting. So okay, well let's move on. We've got so much to cover. We're only on number 3, best gift. Number 3, best stocking stuffers. Now this is something small, right? So
Yeah.
stocking stuffers for kids. I was trying to focus on Cub Scouts in this one, but so let's go with best stocking stuffers for kids. Alex.
All right. So the number one that I had, hand warmers, especially as we're in the cold winter months. Hand warmers will do a fantastic job of
I need
keeping
a
your
hand warmer
littles.
right now. My hands are so cold.
They will do a good job of keeping your littles warm as you're camping, especially if you're doing a winter camp anywhere north of the Georgia Florida line. You're going to want to have something.
Yep. Crystal puts a good one up here. A beanie.
Oh, there
Uh,
you go.
I'm
That's
assuming
on
you
our
mean it
list
in
too.
this category, a beanie. Maybe not as decorative as mine. Um, a lot of campers learn for the very first time that the majority of heat that leaves your body is leaving through the top of your head. So you have to have a hat on when you're outside. If you're wondering why scouts have to wear a hat as part, anyway. But a beanie is a great way to insulate the top of your head so that the heat doesn't leave.
Yes, it
Uh,
is.
so we had others on the list there.
Yeah, we did. We also have a headlamp. That's a nice small little stocking stuffer that
I
does an
forgot my
adorable
headlamp. I had it
job.
right.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my props as I go, and I don't know, I didn't prepare enough for this. Um, so yeah, a headlamp is a great way to make sure that your scout has lighting while they're out camping, and it's small enough to fit in your stocking. Um, and then a good one, and I see we just had the comment, a
Yep.
pocket knife.
I think he's
Oh,
I think Peter's he said sorry we're in the South. Why? I think he's talking about the hand warmers. All
I
right,
think
so
so.
we're in the South. My hands get cold here.
Yeah,
I get pretty
blood
cold.
doesn't run
But
as thick here.
I think Peter being from up north is heartily prepared for cold without the hand warmers.
Yep,
So Miss Rose said portable games like a deck of cards.
that's
Great.
nice.
That
Yeah,
is
that's a good
always
one
not just for scouts. That's just a great stocking stuffer gift
in
idea.
general. Yeah. Uno. Yeah, Uno is one of those popular ones.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Cards is I don't know. Some of you may not know what these are. a deck of playing cards. It's a game that you play, not on your phone. So
You can do something not on your phone. That's amazing.
which is a great reason to get that as a gift. That is such Kool-Aid drops down a pocket knife. And
Yes.
actually, I'm glad you didn't say it before because that was on the list here, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, no, second item on this one, and with the designation of bear up, because you have
Bears, yes,
a
bears.
smaller
It's
one
time
can.
for you to get I got my pocket knife when I was a bear Cub Scout. My first
Mhm.
one was a stocking stuffer. It was an old Barlow carving knife, single blade. I loved that knife. I don't have it anymore. I wish I did, but I know it's a collector. I collect knives too, but knives for any actually age is a great gift idea. Um, all right. And hey, listen, if you have other stocking stuffers, um, drop that down in the
Keep
comments
it coming.
below and we'll keep posting them here. We're going to go on. Number 4, best survival tool gift. And Chris pops in with this one. I think he meant that for stocking stuffers, but
You did, but this is
I'm
a good
including it
survival
here.
one too. Yeah,
He said, "We did flint and steel one year. Great idea. Um, like a fire starter.
mhm,
That's actually the only thing I put on here was a hot spark kit. And I had one to show off, but a hot spark kit.
yeah.
Now, make sure that you teach them how to use that thing. Did you have some other ideas though for
I I
survival
did.
tool?
So again, talking to the SWAPA staff, their first thing was actually a pocket mirror in terms of survival goods. Pocket mirror works well for signaling, so it's a signal mirror, but as you're in the backcountry for a couple of days, it can help you shave, so you can stay nice and neat for everyone.
Yep, and let's see. Scott says winter hiking boots. Is that meant for this category? Best survival tool. So that is a survival thing, keeping your feet warm for sure. But
Absolutely.
if somebody has held, I know that there are, like somebody that holds off because of cost. If you're able to, the set of winter hiking boots when someone needs it is a great gift idea. Thank you,
Yes, it
Scott, for
is.
dropping that down. Another, I think this is a stocking stuffer, but could also be
The
used as
survival
a
tool.
survival tool
Absolutely.
gift. Um, a compass, and the gift of Lynn's on the program with us today. The gift of learning how to use it is that's a gift for scouting. I was at Troop 56 tonight for their court of honor, and their special guest was a firefighter named Mr. Rutledge was with us tonight, and he had lots of giveaways. And he said, "Daniel, use this for your show tonight." So I have 2 pot holders or
Ooh.
pot handle grabbers, and
Yeah.
they say never walk. It reminds you never walk away from a stove while cooking. We're doing a lot of cooking. His message today was the reasons why fires happen in your home, especially around the holidays. So he gave us a lot of good reminders, some of which I'll share, but this one for sure. Never walk away
Nice.
from a stove while cooking. And this set of 2 pot holders is yours when you drop it down in the comments. What do we want them to drop down in the comments for this one, Alex?
Let's go with. I don't know. What's a good one right now? Trying to
Uh,
think. Scoutland Quest.
oh yes,
Let's do
Scoutland
Quest.
Quest is an activity that we're debuting. Drop that down in the comments right now, and we'll see who gets to win the pot holders. They're red, so it's kind of Christmassy, but it's
That
actually
works.
courtesy of the Gwinnett County Fire and Emergency Services Division. And let
And
me share with you. Remember,
let's
they
say
can't.
spelling matters, right? Spelling
Oh yeah,
matters.
that's right. Spelling matters. So we're going to take down Lynn's comment and give you a second to post that. Here's a look back at Yule Log 2 weekend, not this past Saturday, but last Saturday. A quick look, just some highlights from the Yule Log. And
Hold on. There you go. Okay. Yep. Untie. Go. What are you tying? Okay.
Yeah, so I think some of the wide shots kind of shows you how big an event that is.
There was a
Yule
lot of
log.
people.
There were hundreds of scouts out there participating in one of the biggest scout skills competitions of the year. Yule log, brought to you by the Alcovy Old Timers and scouts and troops around the Sweetwater and Appalachia districts. But what
Mhm.
a great time! And what a fun what a fun trip. So Doug posted, oops, missed that one.
His
Scoutland
autocorrect got in the way again. Yep.
Sorry, that auto, it's not Scotland. I have had that mistake. I've typed it into my GPS as Scotland. Rose wins the potholders. Yay,
Very
Rose!
nice,
Thanks for
Rose.
being on the show. All right,
Very
yay!
nice.
Congratulations to Rose for winning the potholders. And I have to write this down or I'll forget. So Rose got the
Mhm.
potholders. I'll get those to you. Maybe I'll have to email them to you, Rose, or mail them to you. But all right, well, let's continue on in the show. Rose says, "Yay!" All right, great. And let's see from Tyler Cromwell. Merry Christmas, NEJ. Love the live stream. Thanks for watching,
Thank
Tyler.
you.
Stay tuned and listen for the next. We've got another giveaway, another really great giveaway in the upcoming segments. We're on segment 5. It's the best affordable tech gift. What's a I was kind of hurriedly writing these down, but
Yeah.
gift ideas in the tech department. In
Well, yeah,
other
I'll
words,
say
not an
it.
iPad.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, first and foremost, not really a techie kind of outing or a techie kind of thing with scouts, but there are a few things that still work. Um, the first, and I think this is the one that first came to mind, in order for them to get away from their cell phones, is a rugged camera. Now, I know, it was probably 4 or 5 years ago, Olympus made a point and shoot camera that was waterproof, shockproof, all that kind of stuff. Finding a camera like that way your scouts can get a good memory of what they are doing, where
Oh
they
gosh, yes.
that's not their phone is wonderful.
Right, yes, capturing the experience, on camera with something rugged that they can, beat up
Mhm.
but also still use and try to get out there and practice their photography at the same time. I thought I went a little simpler and affordable. I actually bought these a couple weekends ago, to use for a video that I was shooting. I need to power my lights, my key lights here in my studio, and I used these on rechargeable batteries. This is the Walmart affordable brand. I'll kind of hold that up close, but this is like $9, $8 or $9 at Walmart.
Mhm.
It comes with the cord. It charges for like 8 hours. This is also good to charge your phone, but anything that powers up via USB. And this might also fit in the stocking stuffer category, if that's something that's needed. But um, Rose mentions here, not electronic, and it doesn't have tech is not necessarily electronic. I think
Yeah,
that's actually a great idea. A nice pair of binoculars.
binoculars are
And
always great.
another great idea. You guys are coming up with some really great ideas on the show today. So thank you. Stay tuned and stay with us. We've got more to go. We're halfway through
Yes, we are.
on the show. STEM is a really big topic in scouting now, and the Nova Award and these things. But STEM is a big feature in our scouting program, and so I thought of this category. What are some great STEM ideas? And obviously, today's show is about the gift of experience. And so, debuting on the Northeast Georgia Council webpage, I didn't put the QR code up, but I'll drop it down in the comments later, is the Scoutland Summer Quest, a brand new feature summer program, which you can buy season passes for. And we'll be talking more about that. It's going to get its own special show, but revolving around a lot of STEM activities in the next summer. And so the Scoutland Summer Quest. I want you to stay tuned for that in an upcoming show. But you'll get to do things like Rocket Academy. If you heard or seen our video about Rocket Academy, it is one of our feature programs on the Scoutland Summer Quest, and you can get season passes online at nega-bsa.org, as well as any of our adventures. If you'd like to give the gift of adventure this season, we've got more of those kinds of gift ideas coming up too. What were some of your ideas, Alex, on the gift idea of STEM interests?
For STEM, I mean, there's a couple different things. A lot of them are, I'll say, a little bit more Cub centric on this side. The first one that came to mind though was the soda can robot. It's a nice little kit you can get from the Discovery store, I believe. And
I bet if you Google it, you'll find it for sure.
No, you absolutely can. And the Scouts get to make a robot, simple mechanics, but it works really well. Another one, and this is from our wonderful SWAPA staff, telescope. Going along with the binoculars, but this way you can actually look out in the night sky and get to see those planets and stars out in the sky.
Absolutely. And Jessica commented here, disposable film cameras are cool now. Who knew? I didn't know that, but
Nope.
and so actually I've always thought they were cool. I kind of anyway, having nice cameras and stuff, but something that you can just give them and say, "Hey, go out there and take some pictures." That's just a fun could be a stocking stuffer. But great. You guys keep dropping those down in the comments. Here's some others. Lynn Francis drops down handheld radios. Oh, I love this idea. And he says telescope as well. So another great idea. All of these fantastic things coming up. Phil Nichols drops a line in, says plane. Oh, he's on the plane losing Wi-Fi. Another amazing show. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everyone. Phil, we miss you on the show. We wish you were here, but safe travels. And so let's stay with that. I think we're staying with that for we gave portable microscope keychains to our
that's cool.
Now I wish I had a picture of that to share. A portable microscope. Google that one, folks, for your AOLs as gift. But what a great idea. See, these are the kind of ideas I would just never be able to come up with on the show. Let's keep moving along. What's topic number 7? The best gift for the camp chef. So I gave away the pot holders already. So Rose, you got the pot holders. That was my camp chef gift. I do have another camp chef gift to give away at the end of the segment. But what are some great ideas for the camp chef is somebody to take care of?
Yes, they are. I mean, the one of the big ones that we have is actually a wonderful camp stove. Scalable, completely scalable. It could be a tabletop. You could go all the way to the large, 3-burner standalone stove. But for your camp chef, you want to make sure they're cooking with the best equipment, and making sure they have a good stove is the way to ensure you get good food.
Since the advent of the butane canisters, the sort of those green canisters, and stoves, moving away from the white gas pump stoves, the stove technology really hasn't changed much in the last 30 years. And so it's really easy to find an affordable option at your local big box store on a camp stove. That's actually a great idea for someone, for a family that might not have a camp stove. What a great thing to have, and something that's a good survival tool too. So if the power goes out, you don't have a way to cook on your electric stove anymore. Having a camp stove is something that every family really needs. But I thought as simple as an iron skillet. I've actually seen a lot of this in the stores in the camping section, like a wider array of affordable iron skillets. I guess that's something that's coming back into the, like I would never carry an iron skillet hiking, but camping.
Oh, absolutely.
And so, there were all these, I don't know, back in the 90s, there were all these like, affordable, I don't want to say cheap, but that's exactly what they were, cheap cooking
Inexpensive.
equipment. And it was
Yeah.
meant to be like stuff you could beat up and tool around with. And it didn't matter if the scouts, dropped it off of the chuck box or whatever. I'll tell you though, an iron skillet, I mean, that's as scout proof as it gets because they're solid.
It really is. They're
So, yeah.
solid. They're easy to fix if something bad happens to it. You get some food burned, that's perfectly fine. They're forgiving.
I also think that people think that a Dutch oven is expensive, and actually, the best Dutch oven makers lodge have an affordable Dutch oven in our Scout stores
Yeah.
now. And so Lynn puts up here for Dutch oven cooking lid lifters. That's a great
That's a good one.
tool or
Yeah.
gadget. Oh my gosh. The number of times that I've been on a camp out using a Dutch oven and we don't have a lid lifter.
Mhm.
Or you're using a totally inadequate pair of channel locks.
Yep.
It's just like the too small one. Anyway, or a set of welding gloves. He
The
says
welding gloves
better
are
than
amazing.
pot holders. Okay, for camping, put
Mhm.
that in the chuck box, and use that. I actually have. I don't know if they're welding gloves. They're these big, heavy duty. I thought they were like fireman gloves or something like that. But anyway, I use something similar too. And Rose says Dutch oven cookbook. And that's another great idea. They have a couple of those kind of resources in the Scout shop. If you're able to get by and visit this week in Lawrenceville and Jefferson, they're both open. And they have books and resources on Dutch oven cooking. So I think that was kind of the name of the game when it comes to camp chefs. Great ideas, everybody. Number 7, best gift for the camp chef. Oh, Lynn dropped one more. I love this one actually. This is a great.
Yeah.
The charcoal chimney. I can't. It kind of boggles my mind that people still want to cook with lighter fluid. Ugh, it just makes
No.
your food taste gross. And it's actually, I'm not like the over the top environmental guy, but that is an environmental thing. A
No.
charcoal chimney is actually a better, cleaner, easier way to go. It's not as difficult as you think. And it makes a great gift.
Yes, it does.
And they're not expensive. That's a great gift for the outdoor backyard griller, anybody. But a charcoal chimney. It says the
And not
Scout
to
shop
mention
has
the lighter fluid is against the guide to safe scouting. So just
it's just gross. I just
Yeah.
I can't stand seeing lighter fluid anymore. It's that I don't know, you can see the non-scout campers using that all the time. I do this right here like
Nope, doesn't
But
work.
Lynn points out that, and I didn't know this, the Scout shop has a folding one too. That's a great idea. Thanks for pointing that out. Man, you guys are making a great show for us today. Thank you.
Definitely
All right,
making it easy on us.
that was a really good segment. Best gift for the scout leader. I wanted to put this one up here because it's good to thank your scout leader.
Yes, it
And
is.
sometimes we forget, but it's not too late. But what
Mhm.
are some things that we could get? Obviously being thoughtful of your scout leader himself or herself, but what are some great ideas for a scout leader gift?
Sorry about that. So I was surrounded by scout leaders, and the first thing that they said was actually a Dutch oven.
Um,
When you have a scout leader having to go camping almost, once a month, sometimes twice a month, them being able to put on a good meal kind of helps lift the spirit, make sure that they're able to keep going. So Dutch oven cookbook for that scout leader. It's a great way to show that, you appreciate them and you want to make sure that they're eating well when they're out camping.
I think that's great. I'm actually perusing your list, and I saw this one kind of at the bottom of it. We have a number of great. One of them was a campaign hat, a pocket
Mhm.
knife, a nice pocket knife as a gift for your scout leader. Listen, and some maybe you don't have it in the budget to spend a lot of money, but here was a great idea. It says ashes from your campfire. What a meaningful tribute.
Oh, yes.
If you put that in an inexpensive glass jar and decorate it somehow with a little note, that says, what you mean to me, Scoutmaster, Scout Leader, Den Leader. To share that part of your experience, I think the meaning of the gift means more, or says it says more, and it doesn't cost you a dime to do. But the thoughtfulness is the part, the giving of the gift is the part that we're trying to emphasize here. So,
Absolutely.
wow, what a powerful,
Yeah, that
great.
was
What other ideas like that do we have? Drop that down in the comments below. Let's what? Oh, hold on. Let's see. I'm sorry. We're on number 8. Let's give another gift away. Oh, actually, let me check. Let's go. Actually, I'm going to wait to the next segment. There's meaning behind it, I guess. So let's go to the next segment. Sorry for the stumble there.
Looks like Rose had something for the scout leaders.
Oh, let's go back. Okay, yeah. Rose had a blank journal for documenting adventures. Ah, yes.
That's a good one.
What a great idea. Documenting and journaling your efforts. We used to do this in my Sea Scout ship. We kept what was called a ship's log. It's actually a traditional thing. But at the end of every meeting, we would close out and say, all right, put an entry in the log. And it didn't matter. We didn't tell them what they had to say. But scouts will write some of the most meaningful things if given the opportunity to just, and a blank piece of paper to just reflect. And I like how I like how you're thinking, Miss Rose. Reflection is a big part of scouting that can't go that can't go unsaid. So, all right, let's continue on. Number 9, the best book to gift. I can select something off of the shelf here. I have a huge library. My library is like the one thing in my whole house I'm the most proud of. But what's besides the Scout book? Maybe let's rule out the Bible and the Scout handbook. I think those are great gifts, by the way. If somebody doesn't have either of them, that may make a great gift. But let's rule that one out. Let's talk about titles that Scouts might enjoy in this segment here.
So the first one I had was Ashley's Book of Knots. That is a wonderful guide to know not just how to tie your trail to first class knots, but how to do more advanced nautical pioneering, just anything you can imagine in terms of a knot. They have it in that wonderful book, and it's a good illustrated guide. It helps you go literally step by step on how to put them together.
And let's see. Peter says journals used to be part of the Scout year, and I have one from Oh, that's right. Actually, I have from a collection. I think they're right here. They look like this. Oh, yep. See, there is. This one is a wood badge notebook. I am a memorabilia guy, anyway, and these are Scout notebooks from different Scouts that I just picked up at a collector's thing. But they actually have ones that are specific to like the patrol leader or the Scout that's like a journal that you're supposed to make entries in as you go along. I also pulled off again, big history guy, a big memorabilia guy, and so I'm just holding. I just pulled the first one off. This is forgive me, my history people are going to know this, but this is a what is this? The second edition, or it's the second printing of the 7th edition, 1952 Sea Explorer Manual. So 7th edition, second. Anyway, this is, if your Scout, a Scout is a memorabilia collector, an old book, I just love old books. But so I have a lot of those, but and it doesn't have to be, I guess, an old Scout book. I just think probably the most important gift that you give a person is the gift of a book and reading. And so I could go on all day about different titles, guides on, and we've actually talked about some books. Of course, Rose mentioned a journal, and she also mentioned a Dutch oven cookbook. And was that Rose that said? Yeah, Rose that said that. Yeah. And so books on the topics that we're covering. That help you to learn, so that I know that that's kind of old fashioned. Not many people would read a book when you can just go watch a YouTube video on it. But I'm just telling you, a book is just it's a classy gift, and there's a lot out there.
So it's one that stays.
definitely one to think about. So,
Mhm.
the best book to gift was the number 9 category. Let's go on to best gift you make yourself. I'm curious to know. Does anybody have any ideas? Like, what are some great? I thought about like scout crafts that you might have done. Has anybody done a great craft out there? Or Alex, did you have any ideas on great gifts that you make?
So there's a couple. The first one that came up was actually excuse me, a wood burned picture frame. So, creating your own brand, using that to brand a wood frame, or using an actual wood burner kit. That's obviously going to be for a little bit older, but that's one. And then also a hiking stick. Going out and finding a proper hiking stick that you can then whittle, shape, sand yourself, and then be able to hand that to a parent or a leader.
Costs you $0.
It does.
That is a great idea. Here's another one. Scott shared woggles. Everybody know what a woggle is, by
Yes.
the way? I need to look on the shelf, actually. Do I have a
Yeah, I
woggle?
don't. I don't have my woggle near
I
me.
have like scout scarves, but I don't have any woggle. So, I wish I had a woggle. But
Also
we
known
have
as the Turk's head knot.
yeah, the Turk's head knot, right? It's what you use to cinch up your scout scarf, your neckerchief. It's famous, I guess, from the wood badgers out there.
Mhm.
It's like one of the things you do in wood badge is to make a woggle. So, of course, I think Scott just recently came back from wood badge. And probably knows how to make a woggle. So if you don't know how to make one, get get with
Yeah,
Scott. He
woggle.
knows. That is a great idea. Books are the gifts that keep on giving. Rose points out. So again, always a great idea from the previous segment.
Mhm.
Gifts that you make yourself. Um, you can't see my shelf, and that's not really the point of it. It's like a lot of Scouty Scout stuff too, but there's a birdhouse up there. There's a butterfly box. There's a toolbox that all ones that kids made at Cub Scout Day Camp. But those are fun, easy gifts to give. Things in the Scout store. Scouts out there, if you're watching, more so than adults, you have to make, I think, 2 or 3 baskets in basketry merit
Yes,
badge.
yeah.
What a great gift idea! Um, Along the way in my scouting travails and journeys, I learned to make cutting boards and charcuterie boards. And this one, I don't I don't sell them. I give them as gifts. But this one is a unique charcuterie board made of maple and cherry, and you can see the grains on it. And it has my studio stamp on it. Burnt church boards. That's how I make wood. All right, that's the next giveaway. Let's drop it down in
Nice.
the comments here.
Ooh,
What's
that's a special one.
that's a nice one. The charcuterie board goes to the next person that comments a gift that you made. Drop that down in the comments right now. Something that you made. Maybe it's because you're a scout, but maybe not. Maybe you just make stuff. Maybe you crochet. Maybe you knit. Drop it down in the comments right now, and let us know what are some gifts that you make, and we'll go on to the next topic
Yeah, we'll
and
do that
flash
one.
up those comments. When you comment, and let's see, whoever's going to be first, we'll let that go for just a second,
Yeah,
Alex.
we'll give it a little time. There's
Yeah,
also some good
yeah.
ideas coming out of that one.
Okay. So yeah, that we've got some good ones coming up. All right, this is going to be good. I actually have to
I'll
figure
tell you
out.
a good one I did was turning pens for a while on a lathe. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I'm not saying if you're making gifts, but I had to, I had this wood shop here at my house, and I was trying to put it to use. I haven't had a lot of time because scouting keeps me pretty busy, but
That's my fault.
I had the off chance to spin off a few boards as gifts. By the way, some of you out there are going to get that gift, and so you are not eligible. Thank you for joining us on the show. Chris said cookies. You didn't win, but that's a great idea. That's more like what I'm talking about. Gifts that you give,
Mhm.
gifts that you make that you can give. Actually, that's probably that's a great idea, Chris. I wish you had won. But you came in just about a minute late. Sorry. Crystal said a hoodie. I guess. Oh, you know what? The hoodie that I'm wearing was a gift from scouts that were hiking on that I hiked on the AT with.
Nice.
Peter dropped the Woggle comment again. I think stealing off of Scott's original comment, which I would say doesn't really count because he said it before we debuted the charcuterie board. Scott, keep watching though, because I got cool one or two cooler gifts coming up. Lynn said ornaments, and that's our winner. Lynn Francis wins the charcuterie
Very
board
nice.
from Burnt Church Boards, brought to you today. I don't know how I'll get this to you, but I'll get it to you. Lynn, just in time for your next event. You can. It's actually pretty wide. And I don't know if you're into charcuterie or crackers or whatever. I'm actually not. But I make charcuterie boards. So how about that? And then Rose says, "Yay, Lynn!" Lynn sees that he won, so we'll keep moving on. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for joining us today on the live stream. Today it's our holiday gift guide, the Northeast Georgia Council's live stream called 12 Points, brought to you by the Boy Scouts here in the Northeast Georgia Council. It's our show about usually about tips, tricks, and best practices on how to plan your next big adventure. Today is the holiday gift guide. We're on number 10 of 12, and we're moving on to number 11. It's the best gift for creators. And I didn't really explain this one too good. I meant to say creators, the creative minds. So people that like to make stuff. And I don't know if that came across correctly, like as in like content creators.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a physical kind of creator. And to get us started on that one, you actually mentioned it earlier, the basket weaving. There is a lot of finesse that comes in with weaving and basket weaving, and you could really start showing a creative spirit with how you create your different patterns and figuring out how to weave it in order to make that happen. So that's my number one gift for creators is the basket weaving.
Is the basket weaving kit? Yeah, I was great. There's also I think you also put on here the leather punch kit.
Yep.
Again, stuff you can get in the Scout store or in your local crafters. But those are things that Scouts need to complete a merit badge. So it's like actually, it's two things. It's arts and crafts, but it's also kind of interests. And it also couples with things that they can do in scouting. And then also you mentioned staves and natural fiber rope. What was that?
That was a very physical engineering, pioneering type of gift there.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, yeah. So that second time staves came up. But I think that's a great idea, by the way. Being able to give the gift of a hiking staff or stave. You can literally do that for $0 extra. So great idea. Let's keep plugging along. We're coming up on the hour, so we're going to close out the show here. But number 12, the best gift of experience. And I think that there's just not a better gift to give. There is the gift of experience that you can give right now. In terms of Scouts, they're all on our webpage. But Alex, which ones did you want to put at the top of the list? I'll let you go first.
Oh man, where to start with that? Obviously talking about our own program in Camp Rainy Mountain for our older Scouts, that is by far one of the best experiences you can give for them. For our younger Scouts, obviously there's day camp. We're coming up on a new year, and have we talked about the new theme? For
The
day
new
camp?
theme
I can't remember.
Is it outdoor adventure? Is the day camp theme? Yep.
Outdoor adventure is the day camp theme. all across Northeast Georgia are going to have a great experience. I think we had 27 camps.
Yep, we have a bunch of different
Yeah.
camps that are local, and affordable, and what a great gift. It's the gift of experience.
Mhm.
You cannot beat it. It's not a video game. It's not an expensive toy, that they'll break. It is, something that they're gonna remember forever, is the gift of experience, and Lynn knows exactly what we're talking about here. Drop your
Yeah.
favorite ones down in the comments right now. Lynn says, send a youth to NYLT. And so maybe Lynn's talking about your scout who is eligible to attend. Every troop should be sending a scout to NYLT. Maybe you
At
make
least
that your
one,
gift.
yes.
I'll tell you, the best troops in this council are the ones that send scouts to NYLT. There's no debating that. It's because they come back prepared and trained and ready to lead your troop, through all the things that they want to accomplish and achieve. NYLT, is probably one of my favorite experiences in the summertime, besides just summer camp. And by the way, the gift of summer camp is also a gift idea.
Yes, it absolutely is.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can go on and give the gift of NYLT right now. Drop it down in the comments with your gift ideas, but visit our website, nega-bsa.org, for the gift of experience. We have several things listed right now. And if you go on our calendar, if you're in the Appalachia District, you can give the gift of Advance-A-Rama right now, coming up on February 24th at Central Gwinnett High School, 1 merit badge in a day. And Sweetwater, folks, yours is at the end of January.
January 27th,
Right?
right at Shiloh High School.
If you're not from one of those districts and you want to promote yours, drop it in the comments right now. I'll flash that up on the screen. We had plenty of other gift of experience things brought to us with the scouts, but let's see, Camp Rainy Mountain, that was a popular one. Somebody put here whitewater rafting experience. How about that? Etowah is also having one on the 24th.
Nice.
Lynn, tell us, where is the Advance-A-Rama for Etowah on the 24th? And that's on the calendar right now, so you can literally go on and register for that and gift that experience to them.
All three of the Advance-A-Ramas are up and ready to go.
Yep. So that I think that was it on the gift of ideas. The 12 points live stream is a live stream. He says right here. So Etowah is on February 24th at Horizon Christian Academy in Cumming, Georgia. So and of course you can find out more about that on their calendar if you're over in that area. So get out there and give the gift of experience. I think even more importantly, the one gift that we're all given is the gift of each other in scouting, and in a time of reflection. The gift of prayer is something that I was given at a very early age, and I pray for all of the scouts and scouters out there in the Northeast Georgia Council. I believe in prayer, and I believe that prayer works. I also believe that it's a great time of year to pray for peace. And so that's what I leave you with on my best gift ideas for the holiday season. Alex, what have you got for us? I think that about does it for the show today.
I think that about does it for the show. If anyone has any other ideas, please post it. Let us know, and we'll add it in for next year's list.
Yeah, we're great. And if you're watching this on the rebroadcast, either on YouTube or on Facebook, be sure to like and subscribe and drop it down in the comments. What are some gift ideas for scouts this year? The 12 Points live stream is our show about tips, tricks, and best practices to help the adventure unfold in the Northeast Georgia Council. We want to say thank you and see you at camp. Eric dropped one more. He said, give the gift of experience. Cheers, fellas. Awesome show. Thank you for watching, Eric. Thanks for being with us. It's brought to you by the Mwogo Lodge and the Order of the Arrow, Scouting's National Honor Society, promoting brotherhood, cheerfulness, and service throughout. Rose says, happy holidays. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you as well. We're just having such a great time. We plan to do this on the, what did we say, Alex? The next show, or the shows lining up for the next season?
It's the Sundays following roundtable, I think, was our proposed schedule for this year.
So it might be the second or third, but obviously we're going to announce it. The Sunday following roundtable is most likely when we'll join you again here on the 12 Points live stream with timely updates and tips, tricks, and best practices to help you plan for your next big adventure. What else you got for us down in the comments below? Rose says happy holidays and best wishes for the new year. We wish that for all of you. Christmas and the holiday season is a great time to just reflect on all the things that that we've been blessed with this year, but also to think about the adventures that we'll go on in the upcoming year. Right, Alex?
Absolutely. I already know there's a couple of troops planning huge kayak trips for January and February. One of them is going to see manatees. How awesome is that? That's an experience.
Manatees in January?
Yeah.
Okay, so that I'm sure they're expecting that will be pretty cold. Thanks for all you've done for us in 2023. See you in 2024. Mr. Francis, you will see us in 2024, and I'm looking forward to week 2 NYLT. I'm excited about that. So there's another plug for Lynn's bunch there, the National Youth Leader Training weeks 1 and 2 coming up in the summer of 2024. Gosh, so many great ideas. I hope you'll drop some more down in the comments as we end the live stream. Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays and happy New Year.
Yep, happy holidays, happy New Year. From all of us here at the 12 Points broadcast and the Northeast Georgia Council, wishing you season's greetings. Good show today. Thank you.
Yeah, stellar.
Woo! I can't believe that that took a whole hour. I feel like I was just talking as fast as possible.
Oh, I know. We were trying to get through them quickly.
Oh, I think yeah, I'm gonna have to do something special for Peter. He missed the
I know
missed twice. All right, Peter, I'm gonna do something extra special just for you. I wish he had time to share the pictures of that. If we had pictures. Eric says Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Rose, I think those are those praying hands. I'm not good at the emojis here.
I don't. Yeah.
And Scott says Merry Christmas and looking forward to scouting with y'all in the new year. Scott, welcome home.
Yes.
Thank you for your service. And we're really glad you're back in the Cub Master seat there at Pack 511. Thank you for joining us on the show today, Alex. Another great show. Too bad Phil missed out on this one.
Oh, I know. And this is a great way to end the year too. This is a good one.
Oh yes, gosh, what a great way to review. Just to tease out for next season, we will have Brandon Parham, our camp director from Camp Rainy Mountain, and other special guests from the HMTD on the live program. We get, it takes a lot to get those lined up, but we'll make sure that we've got that lined up for you. And lots of great topics coming up in the new year here on the 12 Points live stream program.
And a lot of guests. We're going to have a lot of guests this year. It's going to be fun.
And a lot of fun. That's what. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you soon. All right.